Question number 37 of the ID password exam from PhilNITS. In this question, we are being asked, among the threats and vulnerabilities in information security, which of the following is a vulnerability? To answer this question, let's first highlight information security and vulnerability. When we say vulnerability, we have this idea that it's something that is exploitable. We have this particular part in our system which people can exploit, which people can take advantage of. So when someone he is not as strong as he should, he's weak at this point in time, then he is said to be vulnerable. And so people who are more aggressive, more assertive could take advantage and exploit that weakness that this person has at this particular point in time. Okay, so given that idea, let's see the choices: computer virus, social engineering, tapping of communications data, and inappropriate password management. All these things seem to pertain to vulnerability because they're all related to information security. And so to answer this question, we need to understand what they supposed to mean. And if we look at the first letter, computer virus, we know that computer virus could enter your computer system because maybe you downloaded some file from a website online that could be disseminating computer viruses, especially particularly sites that may have illegal content. When we say illegal content, what comes to mind would be like pirated videos, pirated movies, and all that stuff. So there might be some people there who know about the web service, and maybe they're from the movie industry or something like that, and they maybe thought of having all these downloaders buy a new set of computers. And that way, these people, because the computers have been infected with virus and are now slow, will need to pay and buy the hardware, new hardware. And in that way, certain companies could make money too. Okay, but in this case, I think this is not the correct answer. It's a way that people can make use of to exploit another computer system. It's kind of like if we were to use a word, a way to attack. Okay, so letter B, social engineering is a way where people can get hold of information to access your account by simply talking to you and getting to know you some more. And it's actually not too difficult, I think, especially for people who tend to talk a lot. So I know that there are people who could reveal certain information, security related information, because they're at this place where people are drinking a lot of alcoholic beverages, and so they tend to talk a lot too and say stuff, and people who know about these things could pick up certain clues about how to exploit the system. So in this case, I think this is also kind of like a vulnerability, but more of like a way to attack. You use social engineering to find out how to exploit a system. And it's more of like a proactive, aggressive kind of technique. For letter C, we have something about tapping of communications data. And we know that people, particularly smugglers, would have to have some kind of way to know if their goods have arrived and where the goods are located. Of course, if they were to use legal means, like um, their actual names instead of false accounts, their identities would be quickly found out. So it's a lot more prudent for them to have access to communications data via tapping. And so they know um, where information about their smuggled goods um, are located, and they could know who among the people who are maybe at the ports are doing what they are doing, and if there's someone there who is working doing his job, let's find out how we can get him out of the port, how to get rid of him. Maybe he has a daughter, he has a son. Let's do something to cause him more problems. Like for example, if he's been looking at certain web pages online, then we find out what he wants, and from there we know how to get him to go to a location, a target location. If you know what someone wants and you can give it to him, then you can um, pretty much control him. You get him to move from point A to point B because you know he wants something, maybe money, something that could give him um, a huge bonus, I guess, a huge benefit to his life. Then you get him to point B, and he can get that bonus, and in that way, you get him out of the port, for example. So things like that, getting people to move if you know what they want. So in this case, I think this is more of like a way to attack, and not necessarily a vulnerability to exploit. So we cross this out, and we have left letter D, which is inappropriate password management. I think this is a vulnerability because it's something that we ourselves are supposed to do, and it's not like we are using this method to attack another computer system, another computer account. This is something that we ourselves do, and so if we can't do this well, then we are vulnerable for exploitation, attacks, being taken advantage of. Okay, so in that sense, correct answer is letter D. Let's see if there are more stuff that we could share from my notes. Okay, so just like what I was saying a while ago, attacks, computer virus, tapping, social engineering are ways to attack. But in this case, inappropriate password management is more of like something that we ourselves are supposed to do. Otherwise, we are vulnerable. We have this weak spot that people could exploit, and so our information security wouldn't be as strong as it should.